livingonguam.com is our website. Living on Guam Realty is our brokerage firm and real estate company. We are here to help you move forward, whether you are relocating, PCSing to Guam, and looking for a home to rent or buy. We are the team because it's not just me. Okay, so there's a team of folks that can help you. We are the team that will be most capable to help you. And then if you are PCSing or relocating off of Guam and you are looking to find a military tenant or a tenant for that matter, or looking to sell your home, we are the only real estate company, and I am the only real estate agent here on Guam who can do the 72 sold, which is a copyrighted home selling system that is very successful in the United States. So I'm the only one here on Guam that can do that home selling system. So we can definitely help you sell. So if you're looking to find a tenant or sell, we can help you. So we help folks move forward with their real estate goals. Okay, so welcome to Saturday. It is 12 o'clock and I am back again. If you missed me last week, I did come on at 12 o'clock. And I touched on the Guam year-end real estate market report. So that's what I did last week. But now I'm back to regular programming, which is your weekly Guam real estate market review. Okay, and yesterday I sent out an email to those in my email list. Thank you so much. A lot of you actually responded and gave me great advice. What everybody noticed was not so much the content, because they said you have great content and we appreciate everything is helpful. But a lot of the responses that I got, which I really want to say thank you very much, a lot of them were giving me advice about how to be less stressed out, be not burnt out as far as doing the live stream is concerned. So here's the thing. If you want to be part of that email list, on the email list, I do send a lot of real estate helpful information. At the same time, I also talk about myself, on a more personal level, because I do that also on Instagram, with my Instagram stories. But on email, you get to know me in a different level. And I, whatever's interesting for me that week, I like being a little bit vulnerable to everyone so that people can relate to me as a human being. I'm not just a business. I'm not just a team leader or, a business owner or entrepreneur, right? I'm a human being just like each and every one of you. I have my struggles. I have my triumphs. And I would love to share that with my friends, you guys. I want to know you on a personal level, and you will know me on a personal level on Instagram stories and on emails. And then, of course, on the other than that part of the email, I also talk about, a lot of real estate tips that's helpful, whether you're a buyer, seller, or a renter. And then I do some feature. I'll show you guys in a bit. So anyway, so this is a Saturday, right? And we are going straight to it. Now, please be advised that we are going to be talking about numbers and performance and real estate, a lot of real estate things. But also there are going to be some random fun things that are going to be on this live. So if you're not into, you're not really interested in selling, or you're not really interested in buying, but you're curious about Guam lifestyle or just real estate in general, then I invite you to stay and join us and share this live stream with your friends. If you are here live, I would very much appreciate it, if you let you share this live stream, you share this Facebook page, you share our website, you share our business with other folks who you think, like your friends, your colleagues, your family. Share it with them if you think that the content that I share would be helpful to them. Like, don't just keep me to yourself. Share it with other people. That would be a good thing. That would be a service to your friends and your family. Okay, because they will find this helpful. So let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to show my screen right here, and let me minimize me, because somebody made a comment. What I like about you, Leah, it's not just focused on your face, which is great, because I really don't want it on my face anyway. But so here you go, you guys. If you folks are in Instagram, this is the Instagram page that I have, and I do a lot of, well, not today I did. Oh, I did. So yeah, there is like some Instagram stories in there. So really behind the scenes and funny things. So if you're interested in that, if you're curious about me and the backstories and the behind the scenes, then join me on Instagram on the Facebook page. I mean on stories. But then the Instagram profile itself has a lot of real estate things that will be helpful to most, or those who are serious about real estate buying or selling. And then here's our website. So it is livingonguam.com. So there's a lot of, this website is also packed with a lot of things. So these are featured villages here on Guam. I will be putting up the year-end report for each village. So that's going to be helpful to many of you. If you are military and you are looking for military rentals, then they're all here as well. If you're a buyer, here's a guide, help you with searches. And if you want email alerts, then we will let you know, and you can log in. And then as a seller, if you want your home value and seller guide, it's there. And then here are all my blogs, the blogs that I write, where it's a lot of helpful tips and more. It's here. And also the Guam Market Year-End Report is here on this website. And then if you want to contact us, you want to know about Alex and I who lead this team, our story is here. You want to look at testimonials, you want to schedule a call, you want to know about our privacy policy, they're all here on the website, livingonguam.com. And then if you're YouTube, because one of my clients who I sent an email to yesterday, he mentioned that I'm not so much into Facebook, but I do watch YouTube. So Marcus, this is the YouTube channel right here. So you just go to Living on Guam, and all the videos and helpful information that I have is on there, sir. So anybody of you who are YouTube folks, then this is where you come on. Then, of course, you guys all know the Facebook page, because you are here on the Facebook page right now. And then if you want to be part of our mailing list, you can always go on our website and then put a contact information, and that means you're raising your hand that you want to be included in our mailing list. So this is the email that went out yesterday. So again, I share a little bit, personal stuff about me, what's going on for that week. I share that. And then what I also shared was a replay for the live stream from last week. And then I share about what our clients are saying. So these are all in the email. And then here's a helpful real estate topic that I share about selling your home when you have a pet. So some of this are on the email, and also happens to be on the blog, on the website. So, and then I might even talk about it on a live stream, so it's basically in different platforms so that the message gets to you, because some of you are not in Facebook, or some of you unsubscribe from my emails. Please, if it's not helpful, unsubscribe. Don't report me as spam, especially if you did sign up, you did provide me email because you wanted to get information about real estate. Don't report me as spam, please. And then so then also at the bottom of the email, we have a featured home for sale and a featured home for rent. So again, if you want to be part of that email list, please send me a message on the Facebook page, or you can go on the website and then go to the contact here where schedule a call. Then you can also join there. So here we go. Let's start with the presentation. So we're done with that. You know who you're talking to. So here's one thing that I'd like to share is I'd like to invite you folks, if you are serious about selling or buying or renting, then I'd like to invite you to our private Facebook page where you can get first dibs, previews. You get you're the first to know about any homes that are coming on the market with Living on Guam. So let's say, for example, let me see, where was that? Hold on one second. I wanted to share something with you folks. Okay, so let's say, for example, here on Facebook, right? Where's that? So I know I'm live. I'm trying to look for what I had posted about a home that, hold on guys, I am just scrolling here. So let's say, for example, this one. This is a home that's not yet on the market, right? This home right here, but I'm sharing this here to let you guys know. But if you folks want the details first before it actually gets listed on the MLS and the public can see it, if you want to see that, then I invite you to join the private Facebook page. And this is here, livingonguam.com private-FB-group. Okay, so I'll give you a minute so that you can see that. And then there was another one too that I posted. So this one, for example, this one was listed first in that private Facebook group before it became public. Okay, so if you raise your hand and you want to be in the know of things that are coming down the pipeline, then I suggest that you join that Facebook group. Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, where am I now? I'm lost. Okay, so again, here is the link to join that private Facebook group. And I'll give you a minute so you can take a screenshot if you need it, so you can go to that link later on. Okay, so if you want to learn more about Living on Guam Realty, because a lot of you are ghosting, right? You follow me, but haven't really communicated with me, and you just want to know how great of a team we are, how awesome Living on Guam Realty really is. So hi, Aris Gallon and April Ornelia Woods. Thank you for watching with me. But if you want to be in the know and you want to see how great Living on Guam is, the best place to go to is Living on Guam Realty, and then just look at the reviews. Okay, so once you go on there, you know, you're going to be put on the page on the Google, and then you get to see all the reviews about what we do. Okay, so there's several reviews here, and then you can relate to any of these reviews. So just so you know, you have that access, because sometimes a lot of folks, and I always recommend this to everybody, when you are looking for a real estate company that you want to work with, I really suggest you stick to one, because Guam is too small. You know, we're not, you know, per region, or, you know, like the north is so big that only a few agents can service that. Guam is so small, and all the agents can service the whole island. So because of that, it is really recommended, it's best practice if you work with one realtor, okay? So before you commit to any particular realtor, you know, give them a call, see how responsive they are, see how helpful they are, and then check out their different platforms, whether they're on Facebook, you know, what does Google say about them? Google them. You know, Google the name of the real estate company and Google that particular agent to find out if there's, you know, what the reviews are, what the testimonies are, what people think about this agent service. So for Living on Guam Realty, we invite you to Google us and check out our reviews. Okay, so let me get back to this one. So now let's start with the homes that sold. So here's one of the good advice that I got from the emails that I sent out, from the email I sent out yesterday, and then I got the response. Greg and Almira Rizzi had like a 3-point response for me, and I really appreciated it. And I was thinking of this one, but you affirmed it, because I was saying, I'm talking to myself because I'm just talking to the laptop right here, and I don't know if people are actually watching, right? So Greg and Almira suggested, Leah, instead of covering both Guam homes that sold and homes for sale in one live stream, why don't you cover one every other week? So this week, because now it's the second week, I'm going to start with homes for sale, then homes sold, then the third week is home for sale, and then home sold. And if there happens to be a fifth Saturday that month, I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to be on live. So it's going to be for sale, then sold, and then for sale, and then sold. So this week, we are going to be talking about homes that sold in detail. Now, folks, if you follow our Facebook page, we are still going to be posting the infographics and the links to all these properties so you can look at it yourself. I don't have to discuss it here on the live stream. So why don't you do that? Like, if you're looking for more homes for sale, after this live stream is up, I am going to give kudos to my wonderful, wonderful assistant. Her name is Daisy. She helps put this live stream together, this slide together, and a lot of the information, Daisy helps me to get the information, right? So Daisy is going to set up the infographics and the link, so that if you want more details about what sold, how much, and all that, it's all going to be on that link. So here we go. So let's start. So we are going to be talking about homes that sold this past week of January 9 to January 15, 2021. So the lowest price was 103, the highest price was 568,000, and the average sale price for the homes that sold last week was $326,683. So there were a total of 12 homes that closed last week. So this number is actually that they closed on escrow. And then the sale to list price is 0.97, or what it means is the sellers on average, hello Marilyn Perez, so the sellers on average got 97% of their asking price. Now, the days of the market is 148 days. So let's be clear here. This is from the time it was listed on the MLS to the time they closed escrow. Always include here that when escrow takes about 60 days. 60 days is already good. But the banks, we have to understand, the banks are overwhelmed, are overrun, very busy right now because of the historic low interest rates. So there are a lot of buyers. We already talked about this last week. There are a lot of buyers right now who are buying homes. So the bank, they're stressed out. Let me tell you, they're so stressed out. I have one bank that I'm talking to, one lender who is usually very responsive to me, right? And he has not responded to me in days. And I even reached out to him so we could collaborate on something. He used to be so open about things like that, but right now he's just saying, Leah, I'm so busy. So with that being said, 148 days in the market, that already includes 60 to 90 days of escrow. So you just minus 60 to 90 days of this. So that's the time that it was listed on the market and then it went pending. Okay, so that's good to know. So let's look at the homes, okay? Before we do that though, I want you folks to see this sizzle reel. So this is on the Facebook page, but let me show you guys more about it, because I keep talking to you folks at 72 sold, and I say, if you're a home seller, it's really a no-brainer. Why would you sell any other way than through 72 sold? Well, okay, so let me not talk about it, but have people who have experienced it themselves talk about it. You might be able to recognize one or two people there because those are the ones from Guam. Okay, so let me share this one with you.
I was driving down the road.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Here you go. Let's do that again.
I was driving down the road and I heard a commercial on the radio.
Hi guys, we contacted 72 Sold and it was sold.
It was too easy.
Our 72-hour program really got the buyers interested and enthusiastic.
It was very different, but it was also very logical.
So we used 72 Sold.
It has been a wonderful experience.
They did an awesome job. They did what they said they were going to do.
It did work.
We were able to get more money. Our house sold within 1 weekend. We had multiple offers. It was just such an easy process.
Super simple, super easy, and we had multiple offers. Highly recommend it.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, it was everything that it was described to be.
Yes, within 2 days of signing, we sold my condo.
It was nice because we actually ended up with 4 offers in the 72-hour period.
In 3 days, she had our house sold. More like 8 hours. The 72 Sold program works.
It was really fast.
It's very quick.
It proved itself.
He called Tuesday and he said, I sold it. Just like that.
For us, we were thrilled to bits, and we couldn't have been happier with the outcome.
It was the easiest process I ever had in selling a house.
I'm telling you, this is the best way to go forward.
It was just such an easy process, and we loved selling it with 72 Sold.
I would definitely recommend it, yes.
So I'm very happy to have found this company.
You want your house sold? You want it sold quickly?
I would recommend the 72-hour program. If I ever have to sell a house again, I'll certainly be using it.
You're gonna love 72 Sold.
All right, there you go, you guys. So let me close that out and let's go back to our slides. So again, if you're thinking about selling and you want more than 0.97%, because our record for the ones that sold under 72 Sold is at least 100%. So people either sold it at asking price or sold it more for asking. So if you use the 72 Sold system, yes, you sell it quickly, but you know, homes go fast right now because of the low interest rates. But with 72 Sold, you can really leverage that and get people competing and offering the best price, the highest price to win your home. So let's look at homes that sold so that if you are a seller, you can compare your home to what sold. So let's look at this one. So let's price it from low to high. At the same time, let me also check because I wanted you folks to know. Okay, let me see. Okay, 1 moment, you guys. Okay, so here we go. So this one is in, okay, San Antonio, 258 San Antonio, right? So what's usually put here on the MLS for the public to see is the asking price of $378. But truth be told, it sold for $361,700. And I'll show you that on the MLS table later on. So that means this home sold $16,300 lesser than asking. Okay, so bear that in mind. It did not sell at $378, but it sold $16,000 lesser than asking. How long was it in the market? It was in the market for 92 days. Now, assuming escrow took 60 days, it was really just in the market before it went pending for 32 days, okay? So just so you know. So let's look at the pictures. Well, first of all, where is it located? It is in Barrigada, which is central of Guam. Okay, this one, however, Barrigada, just FYI, Barrigada is in the Anderson Air Force School District. So that might be helpful information for you. But let's look at this home. Okay, so then so it's a, that combination lock, but boy, that's a nice kitchen. And I understand why it sold quickly, right? Within 32 days. And nice kitchen. Okay, there's the kitchen, there's the bathroom. It looks really updated, right? And wow, it has an electric gate. So the fence in the front is concrete and metal, and then on the side is chain link. Okay, so not much pictures here, but so it's a newly renovated home. So I'm curious to see so it was built in 1978. This sounds like another home that we're looking at, like Tessie, look at that. So it was also built in 1978, but it looks very nice because they updated it. So living square footage is 1,066. The lot size is 650. So this is 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So let's check out what's included in the sale, because again, if you're a seller, you're comparing your house to this one, right? So so there's 5 split ACs, the appliances included, refrigerator, stove with oven, and which we saw also on the pictures. Okay, so that was one. Okay, again, if you're a seller, you want to know how homes in your market did. And this one in Barrigada, if you have a home in Barrigada, so this one sold for $361,700. So if your home is nicer than this, bigger than this, newer than this, then you can list it higher than $361,700. But if it's not, if it's smaller, not as updated, smaller lot, etc., then you need to list it lower than $361,700. Now, why do I say this? Because a lot of purchasers, a lot of buyers do buy a home by financing through the bank. Now, if you finance through the bank will always get an appraisal. An appraisal is based on the market, what sold recently. Okay, so that's what the appraisers get their information from. That's where they get their information from to get the market value of your home if you're trying to sell. So that's why it's very important, if you're a seller, to know homes similar to yours, how much they sold for. So now let's cover this one. So this one is in Dongo, Tantamas Dongo Street. So this one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,850 square feet. So that's a good size. It was listed for $365. Now listen to this, folks. It was listed for $360. Okay, and that's the price that you see here for the public, but it actually sold for more. Yay! I'm happy for the sellers. It actually sold for $5,000 more than asking. And then it was in the market for 135 days. Okay, so where is this located at? This is located in Jigo, which is in the northern side of the island, close to Andersen Air Force Base. So let's have a look at the pictures before we go into the details. So nice big yard. It looks like it's fenced, right? It looks like it's chain link all around. So it's a huge yard right here. Oh, nice entry. I like this tile work here in the front. Okay, and it's carpeted. The rooms are carpeted. How about you guys? Do you like carpet in your rooms? I prefer carpet, to be honest, if it's my house. Because when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to step on cold tile. I really want carpet. So if you happen to have a tiled home, bedroom, then maybe put a lot of area rugs so that when you get up, you don't step on cold tile right away. So nice dining area. Here are the bedrooms. Again, remember guys, this sold for $365. Okay, bathroom, nice kitchen, nice backsplash, right? Stainless steel appliances. I really like this range hood and microwave combo. And that's gas too. It's nice gas. And look at the island right here, the kitchen island right here. Okay. Oh, this is a nice plush. Oh, that's nice. Looks really comfortable to sit in. Nice home, you guys, and it's sold for $365. So again, if your home is nicer than this, then it's a small kitchen though, huh? Look at this. If your home is nicer than this, then you can list it higher. If not, then you have to list it accordingly. Okay, so there you go. Now let's just check the details quickly. It is also fully renovated. Okay, it's a three bedroom, 1 bath. Okay, just 1 bath. Okay, so it was actually also for lease for $24.50. Okay, so let's check it out. So it is three bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, 1850 square footage. When was this built? I don't see it. So here it is. It was built in 1980. Okay, condition is very good. Ownership is fee simple. Okay, what's included here? It has a laundry room, so that's a +2. No covered parking, so it's just uncovered parking. It has 6 split ACs, and then dryer, refrigerator, stove with oven. I'm trying to look to see if it is fully fenced. Let's see. Let's try to read it here. Here it is. It says, here you go. You see that, guys? Big lot, right? So the fully fenced lot is 1/2 acre, okay? And it has a lot of fruit-bearing trees. So again, it's sold for $5,000 more than asking. Okay, next one is this one in Cayenne, Aga, Macau. Okay, it was listed for $390,000 and it sold for $400,000. Did it sell for less or for more? It sold for more, $10,000 more than asking. And guess what? It sold in 81 days. Again, if escrow takes 60 days, that means in 21 days, the home sold quickly. Very good for you, Mr. Seller. I'm curious to see if this is also VA qualified and if there's a seller's credit. We might not find that out here on this one. So again, listed for $390,000, sold for $400,000, $10,000 more than asking. And look at the lights. It's so bright. I like it. There's so much light here. Okay, nice. So $400,000 more than asking. So that's pretty awesome. So let's check out what it says. So it's Spanish Mediterranean style home. It's in a gated subdivision, which is the Pasita subdivision. And here we go. It was built in 2009. Lot size is 493. It is in a subdivision, but it's not fully fenced, okay? But it has a 2-car covered garage. Let's see what's included in here. So there's 1 central AC. So 1 central AC. It's not split AC. And then even on the Facebook page, I said split or central. Okay, what else is included is being conveyed with the sale. It's a dishwasher, stove with oven, window blinds. There is a common area fee, but we don't have that amount for La Pasita yet because they don't really have too much common area to maintain. Okay, so that's the third one that we're featuring that's sold. And then here's the last one. Okay, this one, the one in Villa Pasita is in Jigo, and this one is also in Jigo. So they're mostly in the north. The first home we mentioned was in Barragata, which is central, but all of the ones that we are featuring here just so happen to be in the Anderson Air Force School District. So this one is for $475. So let's actually see how much it sold for. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. It was listed for $475. It sold for $450,000. So that means it sold for $25,000 lesser than asking, but it was in the market for 99 days. So that means on day 33, somebody made an offer and the seller accepted it and it went pending in 33 days, okay, since it got listed. So let's check out the pictures. So it is fully fenced with concrete. And then on the side fencing is chain link. Looks like a big lot here. Okay, fully concrete sidewalk, and here you go. There's the carport, big porch too, right here. Look at the front porch. This is the laundry area, kitchen. The appliances are still white. All right, there you go, folks. So this one is in Jigo. Let's have a quick look at the description. Great everything, great location. Carport fully fenced. Okay, so let's see how big the yard is because I'm curious to know. So it's 892, so that's a good size yard. Built in 2012, and the house is 2,000 square feet. I wouldn't call it excellent because for me, excellent is a brand new house or a fully renovated house. Other than that, I'll say very good. So what else do we have here? It has a laundry room, typhoon shutters, 5 split ACs, carport, but it doesn't say any appliances included. So we are going to assume, because it's not on the listing, that there are no appliances included. So again, if you are a seller, okay, and you want to know the value, the price of your home, I suggest you work with a realtor who has the pulse in the market, who looks at the market every week, every day, in fact, and knows what's sold so that they have an idea of what the price, they have a better idea of what the price of your home should be because they are keeping an eye on the market. So I suggest you interview, again, the realtor that you want to work with. So all of that, folks, came from here because remember, I was telling you about what it sold for and what it listed for. This is from the MLS. So then here you can see. So this is 120, but sold for 103. This is 168, sold for 150, 155, but sold for $10,000 more than asking. Here's a house in Champago that was 300,000, asking 300,000, was in the market for a long time, and then sold at 285. Now, let me know if this is something that you would also like as a post on the Facebook page. So you have, like some supporting documents. In fact, you know what? I will ask Daisy to include that in there so that you folks can see that. Okay, so this one right here, that's just the summary. Okay, so I promised this one to Marcelino. Marcelino sent me an email this morning to ask this question. So one moment, folks. Let me just check here, make sure that we're still on live. So this was his question this morning. He asks, have you been able to negotiate rent prices and or add utilities in the rent? So questions. So there's like several questions here in this one question, right? Number one, have we been able to negotiate? Yes, all the time. We can very much negotiate with the landlord or with the seller for that matter, the price. Now, but there's a lot of factors involved. But just know that, yes, we can negotiate prices down and we have been able to. But there are factors involved to know if our negotiation will be successful. Number one, it depends on the demand and the supply. Supply and demand, right? It is a law of economics, just like the law of gravity. Just like we're always getting old, right? So anyway, so that's the law of the supply and demand. So if there is lesser supply and higher demand, then of course it's going to be hard for us to ask for a discount or for a lower rent because the landlord knows, okay, in this case, because this is a landlord, right? This is a rent question. The landlord knows that if you're not going to get it, someone else will, because there's so many tenants looking for good homes right now. So that is one thing that we have to consider. It depends on the supply and demand. So we are going to look at the market and see how fast these homes are moving, and then see how many homes in Anderson Air Force Base at 2450, that's fully gated with 4-bedroom. Let's see how many of those are available. So like if there's none available, then you know that it's going to be hard for us to negotiate that, because there's a lot of folks that are looking for fully gated 4-bedroom homes. And so the demand is going to be high. So if the demand is high, supply is low, it's going to be hard to negotiate. Another thing too is competition. I already alluded to this earlier. If there's a lot of you looking at this home, then the landlord will pick the highest bidder, or who is going to give the best terms, the best offer. So again, it depends on competition. Another thing to consider is days on the market. If the house has been in the market for more than 30 days, 60 days, then we have more negotiating power, because that means that, the house has been sitting empty, the landlord has been paying mortgage and not receiving any rent. So then we are in a better position to negotiate. But if that house just, days on the market, 1, 2, 7, even 15, it's going to be harder to negotiate, because the landlord is still willing to wait for the right price. So those are the things that we need to consider. Now, what if though there's a house that you really like, but it's more than your OHA, it's more than your housing allowance? So let's say, for example, there's a house that you like that's for $2,500, but your OHA is $2,450. And then we can't negotiate it down, right? Because again, there is more demand, there is more competition, and it was just in the market yesterday. So here's what happens. We can't negotiate the rent price down, but you have your OHA of $2,450, assuming that you're accompanied, right? And then you have to cover that $50 difference. A lot of folks, what they do is they tap into their utility allowance. Depending on if you're single or family, you do have utility allowance. So for a family, you have 900, I think 75 it was. You can get that on the OHA calculator, and you can check that also on our website, how much your utility allowance will be. So anyway, you can tap into that $50 that you need to cover that rent. You can tap into your utility allowance. Okay, so just know that you're not limited to just $2,450. Okay, so that's something that you need to open your mind to, in case you see something that you really like and it's above your OHA. Don't shoot it down right away. Don't scratch that off your list. You got to ask yourself, am I willing to tap into my utility allowance to get this house? Okay, or to beat the competition. So let's say, for example, you know that there's a whole bunch of you competing for this house. If you want to beat out the competition, you might even need to offer more than $2,500. You might want to offer $2,550 or $2,600. But it's $150 over your OHA. Where are you going to get that? You can get that from your utility allowance. So just know that you do have some leeway because of that utility allowance. Now, with that being said, I want to answer the second part of Marcelino's question. Can you add utilities? Okay, please know that you get an OHA allowance and you get a utility allowance and you get a MIHA, but that's a different story. So you get a OHA, that's use it or lose it. So even if you get a house that's $2,000, you do not get to keep the $450 if your OHA is $2,450, right? So it's a use it or lose it. And you have your utility allowance of 900 something. I should have prepared to get the more accurate number for you, but I know it's 900 something. Now, if you add, let's say, for example, you get a house and it's $2,450 and you want to negotiate to have power or water included, when housing or your command finds out that your utility is included in the rent, you will not get your 900 something utility allowance. Okay, you are waiving it. You're saying, I don't want it because I want it included in my rent. Now that is not a good idea, because whatever is left over from your utility allowance, you get to keep, you get to save. So that's why it's not recommended. I wouldn't, none of my clients, I never say this, that you have, power and water included, because once you do that, then you will no longer be entitled to your utility allowance. So you're basically saying bye-bye $900 something. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. And folks, I always encourage my clients, the ones that we're helping, the ones we're in communication with, or those of you who are watching us, please feel free to ask your questions. And if sometimes I will answer it, it's easier for me to just do a video and answer it on WhatsApp or something audio. And then if it's really a frequently asked question, it's a very relevant question like this one of Marcelino. Thank you so much for asking that and allowing me to share it here on the Facebook page. If it's it's a frequently asked question, then I will feature it here. So please ask your questions and we are more than happy to help. Okay, so that was the question of the week. Photo of the week. All right, so Miranda Blackmon is watching. Hi, Miranda. So this is what I love about my clients, right? This past Tuesday, if you guys are here on Guam, this past Tuesday, did you guys see that sunset? It was like the aurora borealis in the Pacific. It was just spectacular. My husband and I were working late. Well, not so late. So we came home like around 6 o'clock and we were driving. I really wanted to pull over and take pictures because the sky was just amazing. And Matthew, one of the clients that we found a good home for, he was so kind, so nice to send us a picture of this. This is from his condo. And then he shared it with us on a Facebook Messenger group, me and my husband. He shared it with us and he said, guys, thank you so much for finding me this place. So I wanted to feature it because, hey, if you're a client and you have something wonderful to share, and you're grateful for, then please share that with us. So I would love to feature this. So this is from Matthew's view from his condo. So isn't that beautiful? So this is in Agania. So Matthew, thank you for sharing this picture. All right, here we go. Guam Weekly Market Housing Review for sale. I'm not going to go into details on this one. We are going to post this infographic and the link to all the homes for sale on the Facebook page. So give me a moment. Daisy's gonna set that up when we are done here. Now, please remember, if you want to see any of these homes in person, please contact us. Send us an email, info@livingonguam.com, or private message us here on the Facebook page, or give us a call here at the office, 989-1520, and we would be more than happy to help you. Now, again, we are a team, so it's not only me. I don't have the bandwidth to show all these homes, but we have awesome agents, and a lot of you folks have met our awesome team members. We have Danielle, we have Xander, Sean is joining us, Melissa is joining us, and we are really looking for awesome agents also to join us because there's a lot of people that we are helping and we need awesome agents. So anyway, so this is what is for sale this past week. Lowest price was $145,000. Highest price was $2 million. The average price was $549,639. There were 18 homes that came up for sale this past week. Okay, this one I want to touch on. If you are looking to buy a condo, this is a list of VA approved condos, and the ones that I starred are the ones that my military tenants, the niche that we serve, really like and rent. So I'm going to give you a minute, take a screenshot here so you remember if you're looking for a condo and you want to use your VA benefits. All right, so here are the homes for sale. Again, I'm not going to go into detail. So we're featuring 4. So these are all in the price range. Well, not all of them are in the price range. These are the price range that our niche works with. So anywhere from $350,000 to $600,000. our clients will look at that and use their VA benefits. Now, this one is in Palo Verde. This is a townhouse. A lot of folks are asking about Palo Verde because it is such a great area, great neighborhood, and we can just look at it quickly of how pretty this neighborhood is and how pretty this townhouse is. And this one is for $665,000. Again, we are going to link up all the homes for sale. There are 18 homes for sale. We're going to link that up to you on the Facebook page so you can see all these homes. Okay. I had a few people request for a home tour because I used to do that before. The problem with home tour is there is no, especially when it's concrete walls, I can't get any service. And then I go in and out of that. And then it becomes really difficult and cumbersome and inconvenient for you guys watching me go on and off. So that is something I still need to think about on how we're going to do that successfully, do the home tours again. But thank you for that request. So that is homes for sale. We are going to go into details homes for sale next week and not so much with homes that sold. All right, and then here's the information again from the MLS. All right, so I had alluded to this earlier. We are really looking for awesome people. We have more clients than we can handle. We're doing our best to handle all these clients. So if you are a real estate agent, you know, a new real estate agent from 6 years to 2 years, and you are having a drought of opportunities at your brokerage, let's talk. Okay, everything is going to be private and confidential. Your broker will not know that we are talking, that you are looking for greener pastures. But I want to tell you what we can offer you, and then you're going to tell me how or if you'd be a great fit for our team. So give us a call, send a message, and every inquiry will be kept confidential. We also have many people who are inquiring who are still planning to take the real estate classes, and that's totally fine. I am entertaining everybody because if you have the right personality, if you are helpful, if you are responsive, if you are bubbly, if you're positive, then we are looking for great agents like you. All right, Eats of the Week. Yay! I wanted to feature this. This is an Instagram page. It's called the Guam Food Blog because they eat out more than I do. And I'm not very adventurous. I don't always go to different places. But these guys, they always do. There's actually a few Instagram groups or pages or pages, right? Profiles on Instagram that talk about different restaurants here in Guam, but I wanted to share this because this caught my attention and I asked their permission. Guam Food Blogs, thank you for allowing me to share this as the Eats of the Week. So this is pepper lunch in the morning. Oops, hold on, because there's no music. Here.
Today, I'm Tristan Menzies from the Guam Food Blog, and we're here at Pepper Lunch, and today we're going to be trying out the salmon pepper rice. All right, let's put it to the taste. Okay, so it stopped sizzling, so I think that's my cue to go ahead and take a bite.
Oh man, that was good.
Whoa, hot. If you're a fan of salmon, this is perfect. Also, if you're a fan of hot food, this is also perfect. Rule of thumb though, don't eat too fast. It's really hot.
Yeah, it's really hot, you guys. I keep burning myself because I'm so hungry.
Nothing fishy about this. This is delicious.
So I'll see you guys at Pepper later.
Yeah, that was so delicious. I give that 10 fire emojis out of 10 fire emojis. I would have Pepper Lunch breakfast and dinner here. Pepper Lunch is now having takeout and dine-in, so be sure to check them out while they're open. Be sure to like and share this video if you enjoyed. Until next time, see you in the next episode.
All righty. Okay, thank you so much, Guam Food Law. Pepper Lunch, yummy, yummy, yummy to the tummy.